95.
Apps all around.
What's worth a click and download?
What's worth a click and download? Now, this is very worthy of a click and download and is actually coming right out of the UAE. We're talking about an app called Himayati. Himayati, which does mean kind of like my protector or protection. Now, it is a new mobile application that has been designed by the Ministry of Interior right here in the UAE to actually help families to provide protection for their children.
Yes, indeed. And we do know that a lot of our children nowadays are spending time online, whether it was on chatting platforms or even just in general. And we do know that, sadly, a lot of families don't necessarily have the safety that every child deserves and every child craves. So this is exactly why this application, Himayati, has been created by the Ministry of Interior, because they're trying to protect children from abuse and exploitation over the internet. So this application is going to be providing every parent out there a facility to be able to basically have a lifetime communication with their children, to have a real-time knowledge of where they are. It also includes a lot of safety and emergency alert features. So for any parent out there that's concerned about the safety of their children, they can have a chance to find out exactly every child's location and track them in real time. Of course, this is with the consent of the child, but at the end of the day, if a child is under the age of 18 and they're still very young and you're worried about them when they're out on a field trip or visiting friends, it's a great way to make sure that the child knows exactly where your child is.
Yes, and the app actually does have an incident reporting feature for child abuse, a live chat feature to contact the Ministry of Interior Child Protection Center, and even an SOS feature for emergency cases. Now, the virtual coordination between the Ministry of Interior and the Supreme Council for Motherhood and Childhood did address this topic, and thus the creation of this app did come to life. Now, it is very important to talk about how I feel like in the U.S. and in the West, child protection has always been there.
Yeah.
But in the Arab world, it was kind of overseen per se.
I
but
agree.
obviously, right here in the UAE, again, we don't do it like others. We do it correctly, and right here we are doing it correctly. And again, we have this platform that will protect our children. And it protected our children from outer conflicts and even inner conflicts, and this is a great initiative by the Ministry of Interior, and it just shows you right here in the UAE, big, small, young, old, everyone is safe, and as you should be living in a place where it is safe. And thankfully, alhamdulillah, right here in the UAE, we are safe.
Yes, indeed. And what's so amazing about this app is, as you mentioned, Hani, it works both ways. It helps calm down parents who are worried about where their children are, but at the same time, it gives children a voice, especially at a time when many children may be a little bit afraid. They don't know who to talk to, who to report to if they're feeling unsafe at home. A few days ago, we saw a story about an Himayati girl who was able to save a minor from online exploitation by using this application. And it was great to see tech coming in handy and to see a video posted on social media platforms of this minor girl who was facing exploitation online, and she was able to get the help she needs by contacting authorities using the Ministry of Interior's Himayati Protect Me smart application. So it's just a phenomenal app in all its forms.
And she was actually thanked or, praised by none other than Sheikh Saif bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who is the UAE's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Interior and Lieutenant General. Now, Sheikh Saif bin Zayed, who wouldn't want Sheikh Saif bin Zayed to praise and thank? So again, look at it, how big this is, just to see Sheikh Saif come and thank this Emirati teenager that does go by the name of Metha. It just shows you that if you do good will be given back to you. And during the call, Sheikh Saif actually encouraged Metha to continue with her great service to the community and said, quote, "Our voice has reached," she said in a video after she received the phone call. Just, again, speechless.
I know.
We need to thank our leaders. They have never, ever, ever put us down, always been there. And again,
whether it's young or small, young or big.
yes, young or big. And again, I'm just, I like literally, this has nothing to do with me, but I am proud and I am happy to see something like this happening.
I absolutely agree with you. This mobile application is available on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, and it was designed by the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Interior, for children and parents to help families give the protection that every child out there deserves. Download it, check it out. It's such a great app to have on your phone, especially if you're a teenager tuning into us right now and you may feel unsafe at home. It's a great app to check out. It's called Himayati, spelled Hemayaty. Coming up on today's show, we have lots in store for all of you as we talk about telehealth devices allowing Emirati doctors to track a patient's pulse and look into their eyes from a distance. Keep Pulse 95 locked. We'll be right back.
Pulse.